Hi, this is Lisa from Local King Roberts and welcome to my channel. Hoping by now you have finished all your Christmas project, shopped all your Christmas gift and wrap out everything ready to go for the Christmas holiday. If you haven't finished your car project, hoping today's video give you some ideas. And this is what we're going to make today. I think it's a really cute car and it's not really complicated, and hoping you like it. So what are you doing during the Christmas holiday? I know a lot of you guys are still working, and the Christmas holiday is a big break for you guys. So what would you like to do during the Christmas holiday? Usually during the Christmas holiday, we're traveling a lot, and but this year look like we're stuck at home, and I found out it's really hard to stay at home, do nothing. So I kind of feel bored these few days. So I say, okay, you know what? Why don't I just create a more tutorial, working on my new design, try to make myself busy. Otherwise, even though I'm an indoor person, this is kind of getting insane. Got to do something. So what do you do during the Christmas holiday? Do nothing, relax. Maybe you have been working so hard. This is a good time to relax. So I was watching some kind of Christmas movie, and I found out, man, one movie probably is only like a 1 hour's length, but it's too many commercial, and I really hate that. So I have decided in 2020, from now on until 2021, all my videos are going to be commercial free. So hoping you like this idea, commercial free, how wonderful it is. That means no disturb. The only things I ask is, if you like this video or you find out this video is useful, you learn something, just give me a thumb up or share this awesome channel with your stamping friend. That will be wonderful. So that's to start today's video. Is going to be a fun project. Okay, so rubber stamps is so much fun because one stamp, different people, they create totally different kind of project. I did a Local King first card challenge a while ago. If you are new to this channel, make sure you check the Local King rubber stamp first challenge page, and you can see all the beautiful card project they are done by my viewers, my customer. It's just so interesting to see the people with the same stamp and the same die cut to create something completely totally different. So every video I create, I always try to share some idea I think is a good idea to with you. And during this through the YouTube channel and this social media, I have met a lot of wonderful people, and also I learned a lot of stuff from you guys. So sharing is awesome because that's how we learn the stuff. Okay, so today's video, I like old style. I like those kind of Victorian style, old-fashioned stuff. So I like to create a beautiful wallpaper. Very seldom the house that they use the wallpaper anymore. It's just, I think it's just fashion, but I always like the old, like this Victoria style. So I was digging on my scrap paper, and I found out this beautiful pattern paper. So I'm sure you can just take a look, do a little bit research. You can find out all kind of pattern paper you like. If you don't have a pattern paper, I doubt it, you can use any background to create your own background. Your old foundation background. Okay, so in this video, let's just go through a few things that are very simple, and then we're going to move on to something that I think is useful for you. So first, I would like to create a mirror, and the best thing is use your die cut. You can use any kind of shape, oval shape, rectangle, any kind of shape to create a mirror. And I just use this mirror paper, one larger die, one small die. There you go. That's my my mirror. So depending on what size, like the size of your car, so I think the horizontal will fit perfectly for my window. Okay, so I got my pattern paper down. I have my mirror plane. We are going to working my baseboard. And then this one, don't you think, after I finish this car, I just found out, put a little mouse here. That's just so cute. Okay, so the baseboard is, I am having a piece, just a regular cardstock, and I am using my score buddy, and then I'm going to just drawing a line. So there you go. That's my best baseboard. Something like this. Okay, so I have on my board here ready to. Now we are going to working on the fireplace. So I am actually use this stamp set, Hers and Home stamp set, the fireplace. I don't really have a lot of Christmas stamp set, and but I think this is a pretty set to do. Should I design more Christmas stamp set or not? Okay, let me know. Leave me a comment. So because I'm working on the new design. Usually we have 2 new design coming. One is in the April and one is around October or November. Okay, and don't forget we have a Boxing Day sales, so there's going to be free shipping for all the US and Canada so order. There's no minimum, and also 15% off. You don't really need a coupon code, so basically you get the free shipping, 15% off. Watch this video. On the end of this video, you're going to get a 5% off extra coupon code for my YouTube viewer. That's something I always benefit all my royal viewers. So make sure you check it out, and then you will get a free shipping and a 20% off in total. So yeah, don't forget to check out that. Okay, so we're going to do the fireplace first. You know, it's so much fun. You can do any kind of fireplace. So this one I kind of use like a creamy white color. You can do the embossing on the brown cardstock to make like a wooden finish looking or white finish looking, anything you like. Okay, so there's a few ways to do it. First, you can just grab a piece of regular cardstock and then just die cut it and then do the embossing. So the embossing is just with a piece of rubber, and I'm going to show you something, a special feature in this set, okay? So this is the one, just plain cardstock without the image. So we can do that if you kind of like you are like a short, but I think it's really pretty already, don't you think? So if you don't like image just by using the rubber mat to create the embossing, that will work just fine. But if you want to add a little bit more texture, we can do the white embossing with embossing powder and the heat gun. Okay, so I already embossing this one. Just I stamp it with a Versamark, and I coat it with a clear embossing powder, and I use a heat gun to heat out. You cannot barely see it, right? Because it's just white. So the magic happens is when you apply the color. Okay, and then we are going to, if you have been following my video, I always die cut first before I do the coloring. The reason is because sometimes when you die cut it, you didn't pay attention, your die cut move a little bit, and then you already spend the time to color this beautiful image, and that's really painful. So this is just a personal, hobby. I like to die cut first before I start to coloring. So let me go die cut it. I will be right back. Okay, so this is after I did the clear embossing on the white cardstock. You can see a little bit shimming here, and then I die cut it, and now we're going to apply some color, and you're going to see the magic happen. So you can use the markers to color them, but you know me, I'm kind of just like fast result. So I'm going to just use my magic mushroom, kind of just rub a little bit color on top. And by the way, the paper I use is just Kinson watercolor, because I found out the watercolor paper, they just blending well. And so I have 2 colors here, and you can see that fireplace is really pop out, right? And then I'm going to just use a little bit darker brown on the edge of this fireplace to make this fireplace really pop out. Just like that. When you apply the darker color, your fireplace will pop out. And then because I was using the clear embossing, right? So clear embossing, those dye-based impact is not going to set on top. So you can just use a wet cloth, kind of wipe off. Okay. That's my fireplace. Okay, And then we are going to do something. I'm going to show you something, and then we are going to do something. Prepare first. Well, actually, let's do our coloring first. So this stamp set is also come with this beautiful wreath and the fire log and the 2 socks. So we're going to do the coloring, and because the image is a little bit small, we are going to use our markers to color. And the Local King's markers is the tip is a little bit thicker than the regular markers. So what I'm going to do if I want to working on the detail, the marker, the tip is this big, right? So how can I working on the detail? So let me show you. Let me get it close here. Okay, so we're going to color it, and you're going to prepare a color block is going to be your palette, and then we're going to have some water, and we're going to have a nice small tiny brush. Okay, the point is that so when you color then just don't worry about the detail. So you're going to just kind of color the orange here. Okay, and then you are going to use the red color, put a little bit on the color block, and then use a little bit water here, kind of deepen your color. And that's how I'm working on the detail. Well, I supposed to cut it first and then do the coloring. Well, I want to show you something. Okay, so let's just do, this is how I coloring. You don't really have to working on the detail part. Just try to color the poinsettias here. Sometimes if under your marker it is a little bit hairball appear, just kind of use your finger to remove it. Okay, so I'm going to do that, just a little bit red. And then you can use your paintbrush, kind of blending directly on your paper. That's why I use these watercolor Canson paper from Michaels. So they are just very good quality cardstock, and then you can just blending it. And don't worry if you get a little bit color of the outline, we're going to die cut it, right? So anyway else I have, I think that's good. And my pine cone, my pine cone here is going to be this color. Okay. And we can do a little bit brown on the side. Okay, again, use your paintbrush to kind of give a little bit touch up. You know, I went to art school, but I'm the student really have a problem to stay inside the line. So when I coloring, I really don't care about, you know, stay inside the line. Just try to do my best. Okay, this is how I coloring. And then we're going to do a little bit green on the color block. If you have a box of the marker, remember those markers, if some of them dry out, which is very seldom, those markers will last at least for a few years. Okay, but sometimes if you forgot to close the lid, if one or two is dry out, what you're going to do is you just remove the tip, the back, put some water. So check my website, I actually have a tutorial to show you how to refill your marker with water. Okay, so that's what's my coloring. If you want to, we can do more like a detail, give a little shading. Okay, let's just mix a little bit color here. If you want to, more reddish poinsettias, let's do a little bit more red. Okay, like these, like these. Okay, so that's what's look like on my coloring technique. I think this is really good. And then I'm going to just color my socks. So I don't think so you want to watch it. I'm going to just fast forward it. Okay, so People often ask me, say, what's the special of a Local King's product and the other people's product? What I can say is that the difference is all about the design and the quality. A lot of a company, when they design their die cut, they just use auto tracing, and then after they created a die cut, when they put their die cut onto their stamp image, you will find out there is a big gap over there. But if you take a look at Local King's die cut, see, I put my guiding window on top, and then this is perfectly lined up. There is barely have any white gap between the die cut line and the stamp image. This is how I design my die cut. When I design my die cut, I use auto tracing, but after I use auto tracing, I go to every single point, drag every single cutting point, and manually fix all the line, the die cut line. That's why my die cut is so close to the image. Every die cut take me few hours to do the design. So if you like to know how I design my die cut or how I design my rubber stamp, so make sure you check the DVD library. You can see how a rubber stamp born. I have been explaining how to create a rubber stamp, create a die cut, and even show you how to actually making the rubber stamp. It's very interesting if you're looking for something to keep you busy during this holiday, and I think it's good to know how to create the rubber stamp. So I have a question for my viewers and my royal customer. What do you think about the Local King rubber stamp? What's different with the Local King rubber stamp's product with the other people's product? Leave me a comment, let me know. Okay, so I have all my small pieces here, and I'm going to glue my success on the twine. So you can duplicate it if you want to make a 4, 6, 7, 8. You can do whatever you like. We're going to do it first because it needs a little bit time to dry. And we're going to do that. Just kind of glue on top. Just flip over and put that twine there and here. And just leave it, let it dry. And I'm going to show you something else. Okay, so just put here like that. It should dry pretty fast. Okay, just do that. Or you can use a double-sided tape to do that. So I'm gonna just do that. Okay, like this. Oops. Okay, so stay here. Okay, and then let's talk about our die cut. So I was showing you when you want to die cut it, you create a guiding window. That's how we can get a perfect line up, right? And then there is more. So I have that was my guiding. Remember? So this is my guiding window. So I cut the piece cardstock, right? And then when I finish my card, put on top, kind of feel like I need a bit shadow. So instead of put of this piece in the garbage, I am going to just put in the back, try to create a little bit shadow there. Like this. And also, because we want to put the log in between, like inside the fireplace, right? If we don't have this piece of paper, we're going to see that wallpaper. That kind of, the log is not going to pop out. Show you. Right? So it's a good idea to have something dark in the back. And the things are already, so something like this, right? So it's a good idea to have that layering in the back, and then that way my log is going to kind of standing out a little bit more. Okay, so here is something I'd like you to show you. See the sample card create, I actually make some kind of like a 3D. So if you want to add a little bit more finish touch, what you can do is you can take a look in the back of this die cut. There is some feature called the kiss cut. So the kiss cut is just to have that little small hinge is still attached on this piece. So if you want to make a 3D, all you have to do is just break it off. And then you just mount with a foam tape. See how easy? I have my column fall apart. Okay, so you just kind of build up your fireplace. That's the extra feature of Local King's product, because I always add some extra feature there. It just takes me a little bit more longer time to design the die cut, but when we produce these die cut, it doesn't really cost extra money. And when I design it, I say, why not? Just add a little bit extra feature, right? So that way I put the foam tape. That's how I get the 3D. And also this fireplace door is a key cut. So this kind of swing open, you can open and close. Even though this width, okay, it's hard to see from the front, but in the back, you see those flower petals, they all pop out. So you don't have to do anything, and then you can just add the extra, like they just become 3D just like that. Okay, so I have my all the stuff here ready, and then the rest of them is going to show you. The rest of them is just for the gluing part, so put the foam tape, everything. So I'm going to just fast forward. I will be right back. So after that, you just glue everything. So I hope today's video give you some idea for your last minute Christmas card project, and I hope you like it. If you do like it, let me know, send me a comment. And here's a 5% extra coupon code for the Boxing Day sale. And remember, the Boxing Day sale is the free shipping for all the orders for US and Canada. And 15% off is already deducted from our website. With this 5% off coupon code, you will get a free shipping plus 20% off. So that's a pretty good deal. Take a look working on your shopping list, and I am going to working on the other video. I hope to see you soon, and I wish you have a wonderful holiday season, and stay safe. Happy stamping. This is Lisa from Local King Rubber Stamp. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.